A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And away we go in Glendale. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give on second to Benson. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate. But here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing. Joshua Party to kick
The
off.
Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Toss play, short side. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson sends this to the end zone. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a small gain up to the 38. Jair Alexander with the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Blowing back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33. Back-to-back carries here. We're working a couple yards past the line. It was Max Melton who held him down there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Lamar out of the pistol. Andrews has it, working downfield. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens break the tie here in the first. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Pulls away from one. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 25 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's Murray, first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Third down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Murray on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
Sets up 4th down.
They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Another carry for him. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Jackson now on 3rd. This one's to Andrews outright. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Setting up the screen. going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to number 39. It's a pickup of 6.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have it, 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Options aplenty out wide. 5 receivers set here on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Finds a seam down the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we've all seen a lot of QBs make some magical plays rolling to the right. Buying time before throwing it up. But not this time, as the defense steps in front of that one, probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, discretion the key in so many of these situations for quarterbacks. Why game management and decision-making is so critical. I love that he escaped the pocket, rolls right, tries to buy time for his guys to help him, but when there is nobody there, you either got to tuck it and run or live to play another day.
Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Air it out on 3rd. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st down, here's Lamar. Caught, nice gain left side. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defensive call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately the Jimmies and Joes, in double coverage of that tight end, couldn't get it done.
They'll run here on 1st down. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lamar off the play fake. Finds his back complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. I mean, the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Catch made. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
21. Cardinals 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now Kyler. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Kyler looking to throw. Got for big yards on the right side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Play action now, Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. He brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick 6. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
28. Cardinals 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He's going to field this at the 2. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10.
2-2. 2-2.
Fresh off the pitch, here's Murray. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's got room to roam. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick six to watch.
For Baltimore.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Back to the air following that pick six. Here's a screen to Benson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Benson off his own read. Got the give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. 2-2.
Keep moving. Keep moving, boys. Moving.
Stop.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Trying for the deep ball. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Lamar now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. In his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Gets his way through a tackle.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's Kyler to throw. Galloping inside the 40. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Good for a Cardinals first down.
Benson once more. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Joshua Carty to
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
at their own 19-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Here's the handoff. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Give now to the running back. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They give it to him again. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. The give now out of the shotgun. He gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
And this one is launched downfield. Near the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down to the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
You're going to have to explain this one to me. They are punting from inside the red zone. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Benson on the counter. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Running from the pistol with Benson. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
2-2, hot! 2-2.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Benson has him on 3, and this is picked up by the Ravens. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha's hot! Hey, come on.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Cut!
Blown back, it's the handoff. Oh, he loses the football. And this one's recovered by the Cardinals. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hold on! Hot! Hold on!
Benson now from the gun. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
By Trenton Simpson. It's a gain
3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now trying to run for it with Benson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackle.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Martin lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Ravens with possession and a big enough lead already. They can probably coast the rest of the way. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one gets just beyond midfield before sailing out.
They're on 47-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. On the gun, it's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And that makes it 2nd and long. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Down and 15.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. He only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. That one good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back-to-back carries here. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Completed over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Inside give to Benson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Murray on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now here's Keith Mitchell with the run. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Middle. Middle. Shut up!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. The 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And it's 3rd down.
Real quick.
The Cards bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Another carry for it. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going play action. It's Murray. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. They give up the gut to Benson. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Benson once more. He finds space, middle of the field. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
At the 41-yard line.
Harris gets it on the counter. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Harris. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And they only get a couple they needed. Now they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. It's a run on 4th down. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
Will Johnson there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good and stacking these kind of wins in a row.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Glendale.